Good afternoon, guys and girls, and finally, after about a dozen busts and this place being closed, and I'm not even exaggerating, we've got the church open of St Edmund the King and the Martyr, Lombardestrete in the City of London. So we'll go in first and then we'll do a little view of outside afterwards. Get the inside done first. I think it's open. I'm not sure. We shall soon find out. I'm going to pause you and there we go.
Instead, how do we wake up every day and say, how do we multiply God's kingdom? How do we do that? All right? I think we got, I think it's 1 o'clock, so we got about 10 or 15 minutes to go do some Q&A, so we're going to do that. Yeah.
Just on the church Martyr aspect, is the kind of spectrum of quite significant church assessments of somebody's suitable church Martyr versus people like Will get on with it. Where do you stand with that in a way that aligns that level of multiplication? What are your essential criteria?
Did we hear his question? Well, and I wear a few different hats. And so I wear Community Christian Church. I'm a local church pastor, and I'm also a new thing visionary, and also found and lead Exponential. I kind of, in a soundbite, I try to champion what I would call 3 different expressions, I think, of church planting, which hopefully span the spectrum. Micro, macro, which is the prevailing model, whether it's a plant or a replant, and then also even meta. And so I think all those expressions of church planting are good. Now, as a local church pastor, predominantly what we've done there up until recently was more kind of what I call macro, kind of prevailing model, where you're going like, hey, how do we get 40 people, 50 people together, and it becomes or 100, and it becomes a brand new church, which is probably typical. It's still a lot of places in the Western world. One of the things that for us, a community, that we've done is we kind of took advantage of it and said, okay, this is our chance. I mean, as a pioneer, as a church planter at heart, I mean, my first reaction of it was it's tragic, and close after that was like, oh my gosh, this is my chance to start everything all over again. This is awesome. Because we were shut down in Chicago for a year. So one of the things that we began to do differently is we began to really invest in like what it was look like for us to be able to reproduce also micro. And so over the last year we've been doing that, and quickly, am I head what you're talking about?
Well, just about necessity is
Assessment. So I think for us, whichever, it depends on which kind. I mean, if you're gonna reproduce macro, which is kind of the daily model, which is a launch large kind of model, I think there's a different level of assessment needs to take place, because essentially it's almost like a capital investment you're making with real dollars and stuff. And so you need to put them through a pretty rigorous assessment. If it's reproducing micro, I think you can take all kinds of chances and get all kinds of efficient. And I would strongly urge, and that's exactly what it is we see. I agree.
Yeah, I've got a question for you. I'm Anglican priest, and love the story. We planted a church when we were 24, and I was just saying to people that we didn't know what we were doing, so I'm still not sure what I'm doing. But I went through St Edmund's license now, which is great.
Absolutely stunning. There's been a church on this site since the 12th century. That was destroyed in the fire, Great Fire of London of 1666. And then that in turn was rebuilt with this, which is Wren.
I take advantage of those facilities in the community. How do you leverage those for the community? And really, I mean, and what does that look like? People like, Caroline here who can help us figure out, how do we use that for creating great social capital, making it real, becoming that impact church. That makes sense? But at the same time, this is what I'm trying to do, because now, at community, we have 7 locations across the Chicagoland area, so we're some mini version of that. Is how do you use those as a platform for multiplying all kinds of different churches? So just because you're, I don't know what, clearly the parameters that you're giving permission, but I would also give you permission. I would then just also how do you use that facility, use that as a platform to multiply all, I'm going to give this kind of 3 basics, of both macro, maybe there's other kind of prevailing models that you can start. That makes sense, much larger. But also micro, exactly you're going like, hey, if I was to roll this way, how do you give a ton of people permission, influence, coaching, what little bit of resources you did, and also how do you give some permission to vision?
The 10 Commandments.
So I guess the short answer, I don't get thoughts on this. The short answer to that would be, I wouldn't let go of that, but I wouldn't be trapped by it, and I'd use it as a platform for helping train and release people in all of those different expressions of church. What do you think? Well, that's not good.
It's about, I mean,
That's better.
I'm free about that. It's through the circle, I think. But culture change, it's easy. It's really difficult to change culture in the sense that it's bloody and that's about. Revolutions. Yeah, nothing changed. So, we began to do on new housing, like some house church models, which are that's quite forward thinking.
Oh, yeah.
So to try and allow that to influence, let the senior staff make up that idea so that they don't own it, and all of that. It's good. So,
And I mean, because in the same way, what would that do? So like this last year, this first year, we really gone all in, and we're like, okay, how do we do micro at the church on the Chicago? And I also felt like it was be true here. Even though I've helped plant lots of other kinds of churches, I felt like I need to take a certain kind of humility on this, because I think once we figure it out, I can scale things, but I don't really know how that works.
I visited the toilet, which I needed quite badly. There's a meeting going on inside the church at the moment, which is lucky why I've caught it open, because this one generally isn't even open on a Sunday, I'm afraid. Not by the time I get here anyway. So yeah, that's the inside of the church dome. It's got one of those lovely cosmati pavements, but it's mostly covered up. But yeah, I'll lift it back a little bit on this side. Show you. Back. There we are. Right. That is the inside of the church done. I'll give you a view of the outside now. The church is St Edmund the King. I've got to make sure I don't get knocked down. Taking my hat off, I've popped my donation in. And as I'm always saying, stained glass looks bloody boring from the outside, but get on the inside of it and it looks very nice. There is a churchyard here, but it is never open. Probably won't be today, but I can give you a little view of it anyway. And then I shall, by the miracle and magic of technology, merge these two together and you'll end up with a full video, which won't be too long, hopefully. But yeah, this is what was the churchyard area. So all those little plaques and heritage things and everything. Guild companies, the Worshipful Company of Gardeners, amongst many others. So yeah, you get a fairly nice view of the church from over here. So on that note, making sure of course that I don't get knocked down by anything. There we are. The Church of St Edmund, the King and the Martyr on Lombardestrete in London. And I will give you a view at the front. And then I'm off then to my next location, which is another church, which is supposed to be open today, so we can but hope. I'm just going to pause you guys and girls while I cross over the road and stuff. There we have a nice view at the front. It's bracket clock, it's struck clock. When the people have gone, I'll get you back down to the bottom. There's some people there at the moment. You know, I don't like filming without people's consent. Zoom in. Another lovely Wren church. It's a beautiful day in London today as well. There we go, people are gone, so before any more come back. There you go. Lovely. Bracket clock. Or struck clocks they're sometimes called as well. They were easier to fit than ones with dials and everything in there like that, quicker too. Right. I hope you all found that one interesting. If you did, please give it a like and a share. Thanks very much for watching.